So good morning, Your Honor, participants. Thank you for coming today. We're today here to talk about the moving sideways of the travel systems for the traffic congestions in the city. We have every square kilometer, we have 5,300 people in Bangkok City. That's the population density average. And according to national timing codes, we see an interesting fact that there are more vehicles in the city than the people it has. It's quite intriguing. So it must be one of the factors that contribute to the traffic jams. There are many vehicles on the roads, and they also contribute to the carbon emission. Well, today we're bringing in concepts and ideas to make the daily commuting for people faster, easier, and smarter than ever. Okay, firstly, we define a specific goals for our project. It must be cost effective, it must reduce the energy than the systems that prior used before, and it should be the short range transport of people in the city from one destination to another, and it must use simple pre-existing technology. So we find the travel system, and let's dig into deeper into statistical data. We China is a normal point of fact that 76% over 3/4, and among them we have the brand wave 109. So when I talk about this is we have Honda Wave, as the company claims, is 60 kilometer per liter capacity of the engine. In a contrast, according to a science article, we found that the fast travel agent moving sideway can transport 7,000 people per hour. That's a huge difference between your motorcycle, which can contain maximum 2 or 3 people at most. It used the electricity energy of 70 kilowatt per hour. So for the comparison, we see that every person, for every 1 kilometer traveled, it uses 73 energy units, but for the fast travel agent moving systems, every person for traveling every 1 kilometer, it only uses 4 milliwatt per hour. There's the maximum capacity. So we pick a specific point for our pilot project. It should be the Platinum Junction, which is obviously highly congested usually, the Platinum Junction. So, let's have a look at the systems for January. How does it work and why? Well, let's take a look at detail. Here we see the Platinum Junctions, a city with some busy routes on the area, and so we define some more meaningful routes on the area, and we connect the area with the fast travel systems like the horizontal escalator that we can see here. So normally you may use motorbike or any vehicle in the rush hour to go from one place to another. In the meantime, you might be stuck during the traffic lights and all of the vehicles in front of you. But for the travel system, firstly, the main advantages is you don't need to wait to travel from one place to another. You can just jump on the travel system like we see in the airport, and you can reach your destinations. And another main advantage is that it can, the relative speed of you can be double or even triple because you have your normal walking speed and you have the travel moving velocity, so it can really move fast to one place station to another. You can transit here. Okay. That could possibly also reduce the number of vehicles on the roads and carbon emission too. And another quick fact is that we don't let every energy be wasted. For example, we have pre-existing technology called electromagnetic hydraulic powering system that converts every every kinetic energy is tapped into the travelator into the electricity energy that can supply the power to the travelator by some amount. Okay, for the technical details on the prototype, Mr. Darling will be doing.
Okay, thank you for having me. So this is the prototype. As you can see, the blue line is represent the travelator, and we try to connect the reverse road direction between one side to the other side, so the passenger can jump in on the blue travelator. And this is the riding detection system. So as the passenger jump on board, we create a Bluetooth beacon, and it will remind the passenger that we will deduct the cost immediately, so they will not have to do the complicated payment system. And this is the main screen. So first of all, it indicates where is the travelator, and it also indicates where the passenger is, and also it indicates the remaining distance when the passenger riding on board, and the distance between passenger to the destination. And this is the travelator detail screen. So we would indicate the available time, so what time we operate the system. And another thing is we indicate how much congestion inside nearby the surrounding travelator, and also we indicate the speed of the travelator, and we use 10 km/h as a speed, because we believe that if we use to travel from short distance, and this is the travelator speed, it should not be too fast, because it might cause a danger to the passenger. And there are some downside to the travelator payment system. So we would install the sensors, and it will be able to detect unauthorized orders. So if they forgot to open the Bluetooth, the sensor will open, and it will remind them to open the Bluetooth, so we can operate the payment system. And this is a prepay system. So before boarding, they can pay early on. We be able to reduce the cost of traveling. So for 2.5 km, it would cost only 0.11 baht for one person. And the main objective is we try to reduce the carbon emission. So every kilowatt hours we reduce, we be able to save 0.5 kilograms of carbon dioxide. So our system compared to motorbike or car, which is approximately 10 times or 20 times lower carbon emission. And also the cost of the car would be cost 8 baht to travel 2.5 km, but our system would only cost 0.11 baht. Also bike would cost 2 baht. And thank you for having all of us, and we welcome any questions. Thank you.
Presented. Now we have extra 5 minutes for Q&A.
Thank you for the good presentation. Actually, there are some estimation that you did for your proposal. It is very good. And I have one simple question. If the customer, if the user don't pay the money and try to ride on the cycle, then how do you prevent such kind of people?
Sorry for pardon the last words of this question.
If there are users
Yeah.
of your system who don't pay money, then how do you prevent such people to run or affiliate?
Thank you for the question. We create a unauthorized detection system. So we put a sensor. So before any border enter the traveler, they need to open the Bluetooth. If they don't open the Bluetooth, which means they already indicate that it's illegal border already. So they cannot travel and the siren will open.
How do you prevent that?
We have our detection systems on the travelator. If the person is not connected to his mobile Bluetooth, then we can detect the persons on the sensors. On the sensors, and it should signals. It should send a signal or warning sounds near the travelator that is unauthorized loading.
I understand that how to detect these people, but you need to prevent the people to ride on the system, right?
Yes.
So it should be better to discuss about it. That's my point.
Okay. Right, that is very interesting, and I really appreciate for your good idea. And this is, I think, if you can apply this in Bangkok, the Bangkoker will be very happy for that. But about the, let's say, the pavement, I think is might be very high tech, like Bluetooth or other device. But if you have any solution for the pavement to make it easier for the user, this might be.
For me, optionally, if we don't use the Bluetooth or the high-tech payment system, you can easily make a check-in counter for everyone with the security gate, like etc. Like as simple as BTS or MRT, like this country systems. You cannot go into without the payment of your into that gate, that kind of station. That's as simple as the technology we use. But if we want to use a high-tech system, we can use the Bluetooth LED, Bluetooth LED detection system, like etc. So we can we don't have only one option for the payments and authorized and unauthorized border. We have several other options to counter that issues.
Okay, thank you for the interesting topic. I have a question that, in your opinion, how do you think that people will have changed to use this mode, right? Maybe I'm riding from my home, right, for long distance, and then do you think I will stop and use this one, or I just go to the same place with my car?
Yeah, firstly, we target only for the people who need to travel a short distance because travelators are just horizontal escalators. So for the long distance traveling people, that doesn't apply. But for the short distance, from let's say from your one cafe to your business office in that district, that area, one of the incentives is that is cost reductions. Like we said, it only costs much lower than the fuel price if you use a vehicle, car, or motorbike. And another incentive for the users might be is the time estimation. Because travelers always keep moving, you don't need like a train or bus to arrive, and you don't need to wait on the traffic light post when you're already on the road with your buying a car or motorbike. So you can estimate for your arriving time, so it can be more accurate using the manual vehicles on the road.
So that means I need the accessibility point, right? If I would like to change my motive. So I need a parking or my car, right? If I prefer to use, I mean,
I don't still get the point of that.
like if I drive my car and I reach to your system right here, and I would like to change to use this one, then I need to park my car
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. You may pack.
And is it indoor system? Right. So do you provide a lot of accessibility or not? For example, I would like to take this one, but I will stop at the middle. Can I go out of the system?
Oh, so you mean traveling on the system and you change your mind on the halfway through?
I'm not change my mind. I just reaching to my destination already. So I just would like to go out to my destination. For example, your system is 2 kilometers, right? But my destination only 1 kilometer at the half. So I would like to go out. Can I go out for that?
Okay, yeah, sure. The translator technically is not connected all of the way through. Like the software, I'm sure probably software plates of the escalator, the traveling escalator. Like you normally see at the airport, there's a long moving sidewalks, and there's a software called a break point, short break point during the long trail, and then you can jump it in. When you're driving your motorhome, there's some other that you cannot be turned into another way to reverse the directions. But in some cases, you will find the direction in reverse. But similarly, this system has some short break between one travelator and another travelator. Between those break points, you can easily change on the platform, the pavement, and you can change the direction or by jumping to another escalator or reverse direction.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for number 5. Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you. So you can proceed back to your seat. Now we have our break. We'll have a break for 10 minutes. Okay? So, okay, now we will proceed with 10 minutes break. Please be here around 10:50 sharp. Okay? And we will be resuming with the next, the second part of the final presentation. All right, bon appetit.
But the only thing I don't know is the